Are you diligent with the time that you have been given? I understand that we are all given 24 hours, but somehow some people make it through life with those 24 hours while others remain struggling. What makes the difference? Well, I think maybe it's beyond what we term as laziness. It's beyond what we call negligence. It's beyond what we think is not working hard enough, and so many other things. So how about we look at this matter from a spiritual POV? Maybe the devil cannot get you through any other way, and so what he does, he comes against your time, he comes against your destiny, he comes against your purpose and your dream life, the life that you're meant to live truly, through your anxious thoughts. Maybe he comes against you through low self-confidence. He comes through doom scrolling. You find yourself, you had planned to do something at a certain time, but that time you find yourself scrolling. And you keep on scrutinizing yourself. You keep on beating yourself up thinking, well, I don't know what really happens. I want to do things, but it's so hard for me to do them. I find myself not doing them, and it happens unconsciously. Well, the devil could be at work. I'm saying could be because maybe it's not the sole reason. Hi, I am Miss on a Mission and welcome to this video. If you are seeing us for the very first time, please consider subscribing and joining the community. And if you are a returning subscriber, hi you, I hope you're doing amazing. Thank you for stopping by once again. You are most welcome as well. Depressive thoughts, intrusive thoughts, doom scrolling, anxiety, imposter syndrome, gaslighting yourself, low or none self-belief, and all these things, mental health issues, I strongly believe that they are meant to work against your purpose. They are meant to work against your destiny. Come to think of it, how many times have you made a decision you're going to start doing the things that you say you're going to do? You're going to get your life in order. You are going to work on your life. But when tomorrow comes, you find yourself repeating the same old patterns that you had in the previous days and in the previous months. Don't you think that's not a coincidence? I strongly believe that if the devil cannot get you in any other way, if he has tried to kill you and he cannot, or he wants to torture you and torture you bad, he's going to eat up your time. That's why he is occupying your time, filling it with things that are unnecessary and useless. And you keep on putting yourself under scrutiny, thinking that you're not diligent with the time that you have been given by God. And truly, you are not diligent, but it's almost beyond your control. These entire things that happen, you struggle waking up in the morning, or you decide you're going to do your things in the evening. But the minute you sit down and you switch on the TV, you find yourself enjoying the series and the shows. But the minute you just switch it on and you decide now it's the time to do things, all of a sudden you're too tired and now your body cannot do it. You want to go off. And even if you force yourself to do it, you won't hack it, because there is a spirit, there is something beyond your understanding, there is something beyond your control that is making you not to be able to accomplish, to do, to act on the promises, on the things that you had said you are going to work on them. And all that, the doom scrolling, the struggle with morning routine, the procrastination, the feeling of laziness, you having depressive thoughts, having anxiety, thinking that life is unfair and getting yourself into a state of self-pity, all that could be, perhaps, I'm not saying this is the final, but perhaps it could be potentially a war waged against your purpose. If you are a believer of Jesus Christ, I want you to know this. You cannot neglect the fact that life is spiritual. Every time you are having a struggle on something that you said you're going to do, every time you decide that you're going to do something that is going to get you closer to your purpose, get you closer to your dream life, get you in alignment with your purpose, but then you start struggling so much, how about you normalize praying about it? Take your time, have your meeting with God and pray about the decision. He has literally told us to pray at all times, and to give all our decisions, to allow him to make all our decisions. So we need to involve him in every decision, big or small, that we plan to make in our lives. So every time you are making a decision, even before you make that decision, go ahead and pray about it. Tell God, I want to start my merchandise business. I want to start evangelism. I want to start teaching people on YouTube. God, you have to direct me. You have to lead me. You have to open my ears and give me a spirit of obedience so that I can be able to obey and listen. Listen, understand, and obey what I'm hearing from you. You have to involve God. You cannot do it on your own. So all these things, just maybe, they could be potentially the war that is waged against your purpose, that is waged against your destiny. Picture this. There is a job that is going to come up, and if you apply, you're going to get that job. That's how you're going to meet people that are going to help you to fully embody who you are meant to be. That is how you're going to meet people that are going to hold your hand and enable you to live in your purpose. That is how you're going to meet your destiny helpers and destiny connectors. And then a spirit tells you, I don't think I'm really qualified. I don't think I have what it takes to apply for that job. And you don't apply for that job. What is going to happen? Eventually, there is no job and you stay in the same situation. You stay in the same state a little bit longer than you could have, than you should have. If you were to take 1 month to begin your journey of interacting with your destiny helpers, now it is going to take you years or 6, 7, 8 months before you bridge that gap between where you are right now and your dream self, your purposed life. I want you to think about it, and we might not have the time to expound this video and dig deeper, get deeper into it, but I just want you to think about this one. I want you to give it a thought. Every time you feel like not doing something, and it's such a coincidence because today is the day I said the same exact thing on my TikTok. Every time you feel like not doing something that you wanted to do or you had planned to do, I want you to know that there is a spirit, there is something behind that feeling. And I want you to address it immediately, instantly, there and then, head on. Don't say, I'm going to think about this later in the day. Don't say, I'm going to think about this tomorrow. I'm going to think about this at the end of the week. Deal with it at that moment. Ask yourself, what is it that is making me not to apply for this job that showed up? And I know I'm qualified, but there is a fear that tells me I'm not qualified or I'm not going to be picked. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make through it. You want to start a business, and then something tells you you won't have the customers. You won't find any customer. Or the taxman is going to come after you. And especially if it's an idea that keeps on knocking on your door, I want you to ask yourself, why is it that you haven't listened to it? You haven't opened that door for it. If it keeps on calling you, it's definitely your calling. And it never stops because it is yours, and it is yours for a reason. You have been given it for a reason. That's why it keeps on coming back. You shush it, you put it away, you throw it under in darkness. But a year later, you still have the same thing. You still think about the same thing. It's not you thinking about it. It is God telling you literally that is where your purpose lies. That is where I want you to be, because you carry the mantle to deliver to the world, to my people, when it comes to that matter, when it comes to that sector, when it comes to that industry. So when it knocks again on your door, I want you to instantly ask yourself, why is it that you haven't acted, and why is it that you can't act now? Because you've not acted before. How about you act now? What is that thing? And you're going to think about, I don't have the capital. You're going to think about, I have to plan for A, B, C, D. But God tells you, I want you to start this thing. Go out there, meet people. He literally instructs you. And you know when the Lord talks to you, you're going to know it. He instructs you, but you still put his voice aside. You have this box, you've kept him. You think, just stay there, I don't think I'm ready yet. Yet, he keeps on telling you every other month, every other year, that you're ready, it's time. And if you're thinking, I'm just too scared to start doing this, I want you to know this. Fear, procrastination, laziness are three spirits that are connected to the spirit of poverty. If you are scared to do something that you're strongly convicted to do, there is definitely something behind it. And that's something I can bet on my life. It has no relationship. It has nothing. It has completely, absolutely nothing related to God. So I want you to address it head on. Don't think about tomorrow. Don't think about the end of the day. Don't address it at that moment. Because it has its grip on you and it's so tight, it doesn't want to let go. That's it for today, guys. I am going to see you on the next one. And until then, go out, be the best versions of yourselves that you've always wanted to be. And I will see you when that time comes.